Welcome to The American Dream, a show that started right here in San Diego, America's finest city, that now spans positive media all across the country, real stories in real neighborhoods. Hi, I'm your host, Craig Sewing, and here's The American Dream. Welcome to The American Dream, a real show, not a reality show. The real estate, the lifestyle, the culture.
It's not just about what you're living in, but the community you're going to live in.
High-rise, luxury living.
People are the vehicle, people are the connection, people are the expansion.
Helping folks just like you find your dream home.
It just never disappoints. Real stories in real neighborhoods with real experts. The opportunity to achieve our biggest goals and aspirations.
It's the American Dream.
Hello and welcome to The American Dream. I'm your host, Tony Brewer, and today I'm showcasing our favorite, the Ice Dogs. Here with me, General Manager Rob Proffitt.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Rob, for having us. Hey, so back in the day, it used to be the Gold Kings, and then we became the Ice Dogs. Give me that history.
Yeah, it's a real interesting history. Bottom line, the Ice Dogs wouldn't be here without the Gold Kings. So to back up even farther, in the late 70s, it started as the Teamsters. And from there, morphed into probably 78, 79 into the Gold Kings, which were a senior men's team that brought teams from all over the world in. And kind of the community embraced them and became a place to come and gather, a social gathering, which it still is today. And that kind of through the times, I was fortunate to play the last 5 years of that, the Gold Kings, and they moved to Colorado Springs in 1997. And that's when we started the Ice Dogs. And now you're in the locker room here of our 27th year of Ice Dog hockey.
And Rob, can you tell me a little bit about the organization and the Ice Dogs themselves?
Yeah, so kind of neat, a lot of people may not know this, but the Fairbanks Ice Dogs organization is a 501c3 nonprofit. So number one, that's part of the whole baseline of when you look in the rank of all the sponsorship, et cetera, kind of goes hand in hand with that, right? And with that becomes community, a responsibility of community, the great job that the sponsors do to give to us and we give back. But back to the history and kind of the team and who we are, we're part of the North American Hockey League. But when you date back to 1997 when we started, we were a junior B team in the Western States Hockey League that went to the NORPAC and eventually the America West League. In 2003, we became a member of the North American Hockey League, which is now one of the only two junior leagues in the country. Our league expands from Lewiston, Maine to Fairbanks, Alaska, from Corpus Christi, Texas, all the way to Minot, North Dakota, with 31 teams in it. So it covers the whole country. These players are 16 to 20 years old. And unlike most sports, you know, the basketball, baseball, football, that kids end up going from high school on to college, for us, junior hockey is kind of that middle time. So they come here at 16, 17, 18, 19, 20-year-olds, and they play junior hockey. And that's why 86% of college hockey freshmen are 21 years old. They're a more mature athlete when they come in. Okay. And this is kind of that living away from home. They live in a billet family, which, you know, so they got kind of a happy medium. You're on your own, but you're not completely on your own. But it's part of the whole, you know, maturation process, both on and off the ice.
So they're not all from Fairbanks or Alaska?
They're not even all from the United States, Canada, Europe, etc. So our recruiting goes far and wide. And their whole goal here, it meets the mantra of our organization since we started, is to give a young man an opportunity to get an education, play in the game he loves, and that's in the form of a college scholarship.
So Rob, as you know and I know, we've been in Fairbanks for a really long time, and hockey is a huge deal here. And a lot of us come and watch anytime they're in town. But I heard that they give a lot back to the community. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, we're very lucky, as you know, that this building's full every single night, right? And it's a melting pot of people from 6 to 106. And so we feel it's our responsibility as an organization that has kind of a social gathering place on Friday and Saturday, usually 2 weekends a month, to give back and to the community as a whole. And most importantly, to our youth, right? Obviously, it's not just the game of hockey we're trying to teach them. We're off reading in schools. We want to give life lessons. You know, we just got done an event a couple weeks ago, Stick It to Cancer, which is something that obviously affects everybody in some form or fashion. And a great partnership right across the street with the Foundation Health Partners and the Circle of Hope, Greater Fairbanks Community Hospital Foundation. We partner and we wear pink jerseys. They're pink and white jerseys. We auction them off. We donate right across the street. But then we have our players during the week. They're over there. They're sitting with cancer patients while they get chemo. And it's our job not only to try to put a smile on their face, But for our kids to maybe get a little bit of reality, right? They're still young, right? They haven't been exposed to everything. So it's our job to grow them as young men to get ready for the real world. And it doesn't get any more real than that. As I mentioned, culture in the locker room, when you look at this wall with the history from the college hockey honor roll, coaches, all the people, the pitchers that have been inducted in the Hall of Fame, it's the reason that Fairbanks is what it is. It's a hockey town. It's the reason this building's full. It's the reason that we give back and the reason they embrace us on so many levels. And with that, we've had quite a bit of success as an organization. 27 years, we've won 3 national championships. We've been to 12. We've led the entire junior hockey in amount of Division I college scholarships. So we don't talk about that a lot because we want to talk about the community, etc. But there is a reason we've had a lot of success. The future is bright. The Ice Dogs are going to be here for a long time and a part of this story.
From the Gold Kings to the Ice Dogs, Fairbanks is a hockey town, and we can't wait for you to come watch. For the American Dream TV, I'm your host, Tony Brewer. See you soon.
Hey there, I'm so excited to showcase Holy Moly Donuts here in Wasilla, and then we're gonna head on over to an Airbnb in Big Lake that's completely made out of airplanes. But first, let's grab a donut. Sarah, tell us about these old-fashioned donuts.
Yeah, so old-fashioned are definitely one of our most popular donuts that we have. Currently I have them in the chocolate so we can decorate them together.
Okay.
They won't be hot in your hand, and then we just take them, dip them in the sprinkle, and you can set them right over here. Ooh. Perfect. Awesome.
So tell us, what was the inspiration behind opening Holy Moly Donuts?
Yeah, so my husband's been making donuts since he was 14. He has a super big passion for making donuts.
So you guys have a huge following here at Holy Moly Donuts. How has that helped you guys in your success?
I love helping community, donating whatever I can. By doing that, people will come in and support us because we are supporting them and their children within the community itself.
We talked about the early mornings. The shop opens at 5. What keeps you guys motivated to keep making donuts?
Yeah, it's definitely hard work. Lots of hours that go into it, community involvement and everything we get to experience with people coming in, and that is also a blessing in itself.
Thank you so much for sharing your wonderful business, Holy Moly Donuts, here in Wasilla, Alaska. So let's share a donut. I've been looking at them. I'm ready.
These are actually the ones that you made, so we get to experience those.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's so good. All right, well now we're gonna head off to Big Lake and check out a really cool Airbnb made out of airplanes.
Hi, Caitlin.
Hi, John. How are you doing?
Doing great.
We're here with John Kotwicki, owner of the DC-6 Airplane House here in Big Lake, Alaska. And he's turned this airplane into an Airbnb, and we're gonna check it out.
Welcome aboard the Douglas DC-6 Airplane House. It's 2-bedroom, 1 bath, and sleeps 6.
Very impressive. Why don't you show me around?
Absolutely. We'll come back here to the master bedroom. We've got a full king-size bed back in here. So coming down the hallway here, we've got our second bedroom, queen-size bed inside here. So out here we've got our wing deck, beautiful mountain views. We've got our fire pit, of course, barbecue grill. And in the summertime, we have our bathtub that goes out there on the wing. Just a beautiful place to spend some time and enjoy all the daylight.
So John, tell us, what inspired you to convert airplanes into Airbnbs?
Ultimately, we wanted to create something that was really unique. Alaska's a unique place. what we're doing here, having private runways and offering flight training and flight tours in Alaska is unique. What if you could actually stay inside of an airplane as your accommodation?
So how long did it take to build? How long did it take to get here?
So this one took us about a month or so in the process of disassembling, moving it here, reassembling, and then to actually construct the inside of the airplane and finish out the interior was a little over a 6-month process.
You have a Fly 8 MA school. Tell me a little bit about that.
Sure, so Fly 8 Mike Alpha is an online ground school. We offer online courses to tens of thousands of people in the lower 48 and all over the country to begin their flight training online. And then we also offer in-person training here for both private pilot, instrument commercial pilot training, as well as really specialized off-airport training. And that's ultimately what Fly 8 Mike Alpha does, is provide those really unique experiences and a really high quality level of training to be able to fly in the Alaska backcountry.
Well, thank you so much, John, for sharing your DC6 Airbnb. And we're just excited to see where you take it in the future and as you get the other airplanes going as well. Thank you so much for sharing it with us today.
Thank you for coming out, Caitlin. Thank you all for climbing aboard with us and experiencing the DC6 airplane house.
Thank you so much for joining us today on our sweet retreat with our tour of Holy Moly Donut in Wasilla and the DC6 Airplane House here in Big Lake, Alaska. I'm your host, Caitlin Espada, lifestyle and real estate expert, and this is the American Dream.
Welcome to the American Dream. I'm your host, Marjorie Pellegrini, and today I'm going to take you to meet a few of my friends at Alaska Salt Co., where they're going to take us behind the scenes of their process and how they got started. Come on, let's go. Hi, Brittany. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Welcome to Alaska Salt Company.
So can you tell me a little bit more about what is Alaska Salt Co.?
Yes, we harvest sea salt out of Kachemak Bay from Homer, Alaska. We started with just culinary salt, so taking straight raw sea salt out of the ocean through a dehydration process and making artisan culinary salt for food.
Can you show us some of the products that you guys make?
Yes, why don't we start with our line of culinary salts. So here's the original salt where it all started, just like raw sea salt straight out of the ocean. And after creating that, we've evolved into having lots of other Alaskan-inspired flavors like birch syrup, rhubarb, alder smoked. The garlic salt is definitely our best seller and my personal favorite.
It's my favorite too. I actually use it on everything.
And over here we have our cosmetic line.
So which product is your favorite?
It's definitely a toss-up between the toner and the face scrub. I don't know if I could decide. I use them both every single day. I couldn't live without them.
So I'm curious, where do you guys make this at?
We actually do it all right here in this building.
Can you show me?
Absolutely.
Thanks so much for joining us, Casey. Can you show us how it is that you guys are making the product?
Yeah. So we're standing in our boiling room where it all goes down. And then this here is just our seawater, our holding tank for our seawater. It comes in about twice a week, gets filtered and held in here. And then from here, it goes over to the boilers, where is our mass reduction. It's very simple. We boil the water out, the salt stays behind, and we get this into a brine. And once we get it to the brine that we like, it goes to the last stage, which is our brine pan, which is on a low heat, where the crystals are allowed to form and drop out of solution.
Oh, wow.
And this is where like the magic of like how hot and how long to get different types of crystals happens. If you want, you can scoop some out with that little spoon over there. We usually harvest at the end of the day. This is just what has formed since yesterday.
Wow, that's amazing.
After we harvest the salt out of the brine pan, it goes to these drip trays, which drip overnight. They have it's like a colander.
Okay.
And then from here, it's still too wet. Like this is some wet salt. You can just tell it kind of keeps its shape.
Sure.
People wouldn't really like that. So we dry it out a little farther. Very simple process. Putting it on the trays. Spread it out. You're welcome to just kind of spread that out. Throw it on these trays. goes in our drying closet, and by tomorrow afternoon, it'll be ready to put in the dryer.
Oh, that's awesome. So I know you guys have a very large online presence. Can you kind of share with me a little bit about that?
We've worked really hard at that over the years and have slowly built up to our following in general and specifically to our email newsletter, which is a really private email diary blog that really evolved after COVID. And if you are a reader, it's definitely not your typical small business newsletter, but it's my favorite part of my job for sure.
I love when my email box just chimes and that blog email comes through. It's fantastic. Thank you guys so much for joining us today and showing us around Alaska Salt Co. Really appreciate your time. And to all of you out there, thanks for watching, and until next time, keep dreaming.
I'm Scott Rosenthal, and this is the American Dream. We're cruising in Fairbanks, Alaska again. Headed to Alaska Ammo, gonna see my friend Chuck and C4 Training Group, learn a little bit about gun control. First though, if you're like me, you start your day with coffee. We're gonna stop by Sunrise Bagel and Espresso, my favorite place to get my coffee in the morning. Let's go check it out.
Hey, Scott.
Hey, Jordan, how are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Doing well.
Good. Do you just want your coffee?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Sounds good. Well, how about you come on in and help me make it?
Oh, okay, that'd be sweet. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, let's do it. Hey.
Hey, there's so much stuff in here.
I know. It's crazy. We keep a lot of products in such a tiny little space.
You want to show me what's up with all these coffee machines and such?
Oh, yeah. Come on up here. Excuse us, guys. Alrighty. So this is where we make our coffee. We keep all of our products to make the coffee all around you. That is what we keep in here.
Okay.
We keep our water and brew into here. And then we have our food products right here, which actually contains 40% of our menu.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So what's your most popular drink on a daily basis?
White mochas.
White mochas.
Mm-hmm. They are by far the best too.
By far the best. I don't know that I've had that. You want to show me how to make one?
Yeah, let's do it.
So in all the years I've been coming here to this stand specifically, I've noticed there's always some kind of giving throughout the month with Sunrise Cares. Tell me what about Sunrise Cares is important to you guys and what you do here in the community.
Yeah, so the third week of every month, we choose a nonprofit, Sunrise does, and it's a week long, and everyone is able to donate into our tip jars. That's probably what you see when you pull up.
Mm-hmm.
But then on Thursdays, that Thursday of that month, 50 cents of every drink that we sell at all of our 7 locations goes to this nonprofit.
What does it look like with employees here? Like, who do you guys usually employ? Who applies to come and work at Sunrise?
We have a lot of students.
Okay.
People from the university, people from on high school or in high school.
So what about you? Are you a student?
I am a student. I go to UAF.
UAF, okay. And your family's here in Fairbanks, right?
Yeah, yes, born and raised here.
Wonderful. Well, I appreciate you showing me around and putting me on this new little drink. I'm gonna
Yeah.
enjoy this. I'm getting ready to go shoot some guns,
Ooh.
so we're gonna get out of here.
Sounds good. Where are you shooting guns at?
We're going to Alaska Ammo today.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, meeting with C4 Training Group, and he's gonna teach us about gun control.
Cool. Sounds good. We'll have fun.
Yeah, thank you, dear. I appreciate
we'll
you.
See ya.
Hey, what's going on, Scott?
How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Just finished up with one of our Red Dot transition courses.
Oh, great. It was good to see you. I appreciate you welcoming me here to come and check out what you do. Why don't you tell me about your class today? Like, what did you teach everybody?
So what our class today is primarily people who have bought a Red Dot for their gun and they want to transition from shooting iron sights to now shooting a red dot instead.
Why Fairbanks? What made you want to call it home here, teach these classes here, and basically grow this?
Yeah, so a couple of reasons why. One, Fairbanks has a really tight-knit community, in case you hadn't noticed. One of the things that brought me up here was teaching at the university. I taught at the Department of Military Science when I was in the Army still. And so I kind of got networked in with the community. My wife was able to get a job over on Fort Wainwright as well as a GS. So that kind of kept us here.
Sure.
What was really cool about it was exactly what I just said, the community.
I know you got some stuff set up for us today. What do you think we can get away with?
Dude, I would like to teach you in 20 minutes an 8-hour class on how to shoot a gun.
I got 20
minutes. Think I can pull that off?
Yeah, I got 20 minutes.
Yeah, so let's get you outfitted with a handgun and stuff. We'll get you outfitted with a holster, spare magazine holder. We're gonna get you down range and get you to shooting some guns.
All right, sounds good.
All right, awesome.
Special thanks to Jordan and everybody with the Sunrise crew, Alaska Ammo, and Chuck with C4 Training Group. I appreciate you guys all tuning in. I love showing you Fairbanks. Tune in next time for the American Dream.
ADTV, do I have a treat for you today? We're here out in the Homer Harbor and I'm aboard the Run Amok with Tightline Charters. Guess what we're doing today? We're about to go catch us some halibut. I'm MJ Motta, your host, and this is Alaska Lifestyle. Well, Captain Jesse, that was a blast. A halibut of a time, if you will. So you seemed really comfortable out there. You really know your stuff. Totally not your first rodeo. So tell us, how long have you been doing this?
Going on 15 years. I started when I was 19 as a captain, dedicating at 17, so
Awesome.
It's been a while.
I could see that. I see your expertise out on the water. Where would you say is your favorite place to fish, or maybe your favorite type of fish to go for?
I like doing the long-range multi-species because you never know what you're going to hook. When we get to the rock pinnacles, you could catch a black bass, you could catch a lincoln, you could have a 100-pound halibut following up a black bass. You just never know. So that's probably my favorite one, is long range.
Nice. Is that what we did today?
Yeah, we went out for halibut, pretty much yellow eye. A lingcod you can't keep till July 1st. Black bass, so kind of wasn't in the area we were at.
Thank you again so much for taking us out on the Run Amok. Today was a blast. If you guys want to come out and fish, Captain Jesse is your man. Look up Tightline Charters. Come fishing with him.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time. All right, guys, so now it's time to go get cleaned up and go get grilling our fresh halibut. So come on over with me to the Ocean House Inn. We'll see you there. Are you looking for the most stunning views for your next vacation destination? If so, the Ocean House Inn here in Homer is where you want to be. This Airbnb will comfortably sleep 30 of your friends and family. There's hot tubs, grills, fire pits, everything for your fun and entertainment. And look at these most beautiful panoramic views of the inlet. So beautiful! I'm hosting my wedding here, guys! Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode of Alaska Lifestyle. I'm your Realtor host, MJ Motta, and we'll see you next time.
Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show, produced from America's finest city, but shot in the heart of your neighborhoods. Don't forget positive media when the world really needs it. Follow us on social media at The American Dream TV. See you next time. In the meantime, cheers to your American Dream.